I believe we are live now.
Yes, we are.
Okay, finally. Okay, thank you. Sorry for the delay. We have some technical issue here. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, part of the world. Welcome to my page. I am back with my schedule like a Saturday. And today I am doing this live interview with our special guest. And I am doing this along with my teammate. And I'm gonna let her in right now. Okay. Uh, there.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sally Di Magila. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you watching out
Oops,
there.
sorry.
Hi, Sister Wilma. I know you're excited and you're thrilled, so I'm gonna introduce you to everyone.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
I
So
know
my
you're
name is
thrilled. So yes, yes.
my
Go
name is
ahead.
Wilma. I own and manage this page. I am a mom of three. I work as a full-time care provider and doing this digital business on the side. And I am originally from the Philippines and now living and working here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada since 2011. And I would like to introduce to you my co-host, which is my teammate, Sister Sally. The floor is yours. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you for giving me the floor again, Sis Wilma. So my name is Sally Di Magila. I'm like Sister Wilma. I'm also from the Philippines and currently now living here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I work as a professional office administration in a faith-based and nonprofit organization, and I'm also a digital business owner. Thank you.
And our special guest for today is my coach, Coach Brooke. Welcome to my page and thank you for granting our invitation. I know your schedule are so tight, but you managed to squeeze in your schedule for us. Thank you, thank you. So if you can introduce yourself, who is Brooke behind the community, and what were you doing before you jump in the online space?
Sure. Well, thank you so much for having me on here. It's a pleasure. It's always nice to be able to meet people that are also doing the business, and it doesn't matter where we are in the world because we can connect via the internet. So it's great. So I'm coming up to 4 years being a digital business owner. Previously, before we started this business, I was a part-time bank teller. I was also a part-time childcare provider, and my husband was a full-time truck driver. So our business was very busy in the background of we had our own sunglasses business. I was selling children's books. When you're a parent, our kids were only 2 and 4 at the time. So I was extra busy plus extra kids in my home. And then when Chad, my husband, would get home from work, I would go to work. So because our biggest goal was to keep the kids at a daycare and to make sure that we were the ones at home raising them and having them be with us instead of with not necessarily a stranger, because of course they would get to know their care provider, but we really wanted to be there to not miss out on any milestones and to be the ones that were raising them. That was our goal when we had kids, was to be there for them. And so we had 2 exchange students, one from Germany and one from Japan at the time. So we've still chosen to have exchange students as well. It's been a great addition to our family. We feel like it's a great learning experience for us, but also for our kids, for them to look up and have big sisters. I always have females. I feel like I have to level out the playing field, being 2 boys and Chad.
That's
So
nice.
yeah, we're coming up 4 years in May. We'll be 4 years in the business. So it's been an incredible business to be a part of. And yeah, thanks for having me here.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I would just want to ask Sister Sally, And just for the benefit of the audience, because maybe if you are watching this live, you might be wondering what are we doing. So we're kind of like we wanted to share with you what we've been experiencing and what we discovered in the online space, and we are excited and we want to share with you what is it about. That's why we are doing this. And I just want to ask Sister Sally if you can explain or just a little bit of information. Why did we name it Pep Talk and Digital Nomads?
Okay, so when we were trying to, come up with this go live interview, so we're thinking of a title, and so I thought of, oh, how about pep talk? So pep talk is something like really a very light conversation. Pep talk with digital nomad. So digital nomads from the word nomad. Nomad means wandering, going from one place to another, and then it's combined with the word digital, which means when you say digital, it's electronic. So basically, digital nomad is a person doing a business electronically. So, doing a business electronically while he is on travel, like anytime and anywhere he goes, he's doing the business electronically using a platform, using a cell phone, and using laptop. So that's why it's called digital nomad. So there you go. So that's how we got up with this title.
Yeah, that's the power of internet, the power of technology. We get to connect globally anywhere in the world. So that's why I'm liking it. Okay, moving on. I would like to ask Coach, why did you move online knowing that you have a business already, a family business of your own? Why did you move online? Because back then it wasn't like this, that more online. Before it, you've been in the business for quite a while already. So, what's your side?
So the biggest thing for us was that we always knew that working online made sense. We knew that that was the direction of the future and that it made sense to move online because when you're online, you can tap into a whole different market than, because in this business, you're not having to bug your friends and family. We're attracting people into our business that are perfect strangers. And to be honest, these people are people that are eager to seek change. They're people that are really wanting to make a difference in their life and really look for the future. So, yes, we had our business and we were very busy. And that was the biggest thing is that we were very disconnected as a family. We didn't have a lot of time together. When Chad would get home, I would go to work and then he'd be home with the kids. And then it was just a very exhausting cycle that just kept going on and on. And so we knew there had to be something more, financially, it was really difficult for us, so we needed to find something that didn't make us have a lot of time and away from the home because again, we wanted to be there with our kids too. So that's when we saw an ad on Facebook and we decided to do our due diligence. I showed it to Chad, showed him what it was all about. I had him watch everything so that we were both on the same page so that we can make an educated decision together to see if this was something that we wanted to pursue. And in our business for sunglasses, that was only from May to October. So it was seasonal. It was kind of like a little boost in the bank account, but it was 7 days a week and it was really long days and, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. just for the events that we would do. But you still have to get there and set up and pay for the events in advance. And what if the weather's not good because it's outside and you're selling sunglasses? So, there are so many different things that could affect your day. What if there's another sunglass vendor there that's selling sunglasses or they have better ones than you or whatever, So,
Right.
and again, that was just a seasonal thing that we picked up because we always kind of had that entrepreneurial side to us, but we wanted something that was year round and that we could do it from the comfort of our home or while on vacation or visiting our parents or whichever, right? So that was the biggest reason why. And, we had a ton of debt when we started the business and, it's scary having little kids and deciding to, take that leap of faith, but we knew that there had to be a light at the end of the tunnel. So we jumped in with both feet and we're very excited that we have because, coming up to 4 years, I mean, it's flown by. I feel like I've been a business owner for only a couple of years now. So,
Yeah. So can I ask you a question, Brooke? So you mentioned something about you saw an ad at Facebook, right? So I would presume so that's the turning point the turning point of your, jumping into this business? Was there any like a, any skepticism or hesitation about, because it's Facebook, so many things are happening, or so many, so many something, that you cannot, really depend or rely on confidently in the on internet. So did you get any skepticism or hesitation to, jump in and try this online business, specifically this digital business that we're doing?
So of course, for myself, I always go with my gut feeling, and my gut feeling was like, this is totally legit. Of course, we still did our due diligence and made sure that it was a legitimate opportunity. I mean, we pay taxes on our earnings, so it is fully
Right.
legitimate. We do get a tax slip every year and pay taxes. But
Mhm.
it was a mom and a dad playing at the playground with our two kids and one other on the way. And you just know deep down when you see somebody, and there's great actors out and great actresses out there,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but obviously these people weren't that. These were just regular people just like us that had kids and they wanted more. So
Mhm.
we thought, well, let's check it out. It can't hurt. So that's what we
Right.
did. And of
And
course did our research and made sure, but yeah, we joined, and then yeah, no, we fully dove in. We had our coaching call, and because we wanted to know more, and then yeah, we dove right in.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Even myself, I was skeptical. Very. It took me a couple of months before I finally jumped into the business. But if you really wanted something to do for to change your life or anything, you can feel it to yourself, like a gut feeling that
Mm-hmm.
pushing you within yourself, telling you that you need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like an instinct. Some people
Right.
say it mothers,
Exactly.
women's instinct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, since you've been in the business for 4 years already, I consider you're one of the legends,
Aw.
legendary
I
in
actually
the
I'll
in the
call ourselves
business.
one of the originals, I call us.
Yeah.
uh, is there something that for you to be able to successful in any business, specifically in the digital space, is there something special that you do on a daily basis that you practice or something that helps you succeed?
So of course, you always come back to why you're doing your business and what made you start the business in the first place, right? And so, when we started, it was huge. It was, get out of debt and buy our home and have a more comfortable lifestyle and do the things that we want without living in fear of not being able to go on vacation or not being able to pay the bills and that sort of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
so for me, the biggest thing is that I make sure that I check into my business every day. Of course, we all need time off, and it's not like I don't spend 24/7 on my business. Once you're into the business and you're all set up, typically it takes 2 to 3 weeks to go through the training. Once you are set up, I spend a couple hours a day on my business, and that's either mentoring others, doing coaching calls with people from around the world. I talk to people in Australia, New Zealand, in the UK, in Dubai. I've had calls in Kenya, obviously North America as well. But it's neat to see where they're coming from. And I feel like that's what really drives me too, is that I want everyone to succeed. And, now that we're succeeding, we want to reach back and help out those next people that are starting out their business and be there for them, because mentoring is a big part of this business. And you don't have to know how to mentor anybody, because all of the training is fully step by step. So people can go back and watch it themselves. But the biggest thing is that, we do have weekly masterminds that are just for business owners only. And that is the number one thing that I feel like really keeps me going and keeps me plugged in and keeping positive within the business, because that's where a lot of the inspiration for our business comes from. And I feel like it really connects us around the world for sure.
Yeah, that's true. For myself, it's like you have a big why, but then even if you have a big why, if your mindset is not set right, it's not gonna do anything
Hmm.
anything good to you. Like you set up your business or you're doing a practice, even if there's a system in place in front of you, if you're not doing the right thing within yourself, your big why is not gonna push you. Like you
Hmm.
need to. aside from following the training, the tools, you need to have for myself, I do it like it's like a practice daily basis, like a mindset thing. I practice daily, like the gratitude, something like that. I practiced that before, but then it's when I jump into the business, I didn't know because I just thought I'm gonna just do the business, just the business.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, there's more in the training that you never knew before. I never knew before. So, how about you, Sister Sally?
Okay, so for myself, I'm new in the business, so like probably 4 or 5 months in the business, but I'm excited. So I have lots of things to learn. So probably I would like to ask Brooke. Okay, so for somebody like a newbie like me, okay, in the business, so I know I'm excited. I have my whys, I have my reason, and like everybody else, so I'm doing this for as an as a supplement, to increase my income in preparation for my early retirement, because that is my goal, because I want to retire early comfortably. And as a newbie, so for a newbie like me, can you give me some tips or inspiration on how I would really be, really keep the ball running, and then make it to probably to where you are.
Of course. No, that's a great question. So, as a newbie, the number one thing that we always tell people is don't skip steps. Don't rush through the training just to get set up, because you either aren't going to retain it or you're going to make a mistake. So, this way, go through it thoroughly, take your time. I know it's hard because, of course, we all want more time. We all need more time. And, a lot of
Right.
the people that are doing this, I was working full time when I started this business.
Mhm.
And you really have to discipline yourself and say, okay, I'm going to get set up. I'm going to spend this amount of time doing the training.
Mhm.
And so when I started, I just used nap time. When my kids were sleeping and the other kids that were in my care, when they were
Yeah.
napping, I would work on my business. So I had anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on naps overlapping and stuff. And
Right.
so you want to really use your time wisely, So I always recommend going back to the training and watching previous masterminds that we have set up for the last 2.5 years that you still have access to, going back and seeing what topics interest you. And
Mhm.
you don't have to go through all of the training right away, because there's a lot of training in there that you won't need for a little bit. As your business grows, you'll learn more and more. So I know it can look overwhelming and daunting, but try
Right.
to do them in little micro steps, and take lots of notes. For me, I'm a visual person. And if I take notes, I'll retain it better than just listening to it or watching it. I feel
Right.
like taking notes. And then when you're actually setting up your business, making sure that you are writing down goals for you. Again, do them on a monthly basis, and also do it on a yearly basis too. So look at what your goals are, short term and long term.
Right.
And that will really help to motivate you in your business to get started. And then obviously don't be afraid to reach out. You have a great mentor. And so you have the training at your fingertips, but you also have our chat as well, that, we all try to come together and help each other achieve those goals that we want to do.
Thank you very much, Brooke. So, folks, for all of you who are watching right now, who would like to do the business or are new in the business, so you heard those great and amazing tips from our champion, Brooke, our coach. Thank you, Brooke.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge who's on the chat roll. I'd like to say hi to Miriam. She's on the line. She's on the chat roll now. And my son is watching too. Okay. If there's any one of you there who is watching this live or maybe replay, please comment below and let me know where you're coming from, and we'll get back to you later on. And just for a final question or parting words, coach, for the audience who may be thinking or planning to do online but are scared, or maybe they're thinking that I cannot do it because I have kids and I don't know how, no experience on the technology or that, yeah, that anything, any advice?
So I wasn't super techie either. I didn't know how to do a lot of the things that we learned how to do, but that's what's so great about all of this. And we've also made it risk free for anybody that does want to check it out and see if it is for you. Once you do decide, you'll either register with Wilma or Sally, and then, they'll reach out to you. And what we do as well is we make sure that you are part of our global community, but you also get 30 days to have a sneak peek into exactly what we're doing. And if after those 30 days you decide that it isn't for you, that's okay. You'll get a refund. And it's not a significant amount to join because we want to make sure that people that are wanting to start an online business are serious. So that's kind of how we're weeding out people that aren't necessarily serious and wanting to do a business like this. So definitely look at everything that's in front of you, see if it makes the most sense for you. And yes, take it from me. My kids were 2 and 4 when I started. They're now going to be 6 and 8 this year. So the time is going to fly by anyways. You may as well start trying to plant that seed, create a legacy for your kids as well, and take a leap of faith, believe in yourself. And just know that, we're everyday people. We're nothing special, to be honest. And, we're all doing this as well. And the number one thing is that we just wanted more. And we wanted to not have to be working 3, 4, 5 jobs to do that,
Right.
because there's not enough time in the day to do that. So this is minimal effort with maximum results. So check it out.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach. So
You're welcome.
I just want to share also that it's okay, it's normal to be skeptical and scared. It's normal for us. But then you wouldn't know if it's really for you or not unless you take an action. So, what's the action that needed, Sis Sally?
Okay. The action we did is check our website. Visit
What's the
www
webinar?
dot. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, what's the
so the action
webinar?
is to visit our website. Wilma's website is www.wilmasjeng.com and my website www.arcelidimagila.com. So that's the action that you
Yeah,
would
and
the first action that you would do to try this business. Okay.
also like after you register, that's the time you're gonna watch the webinar and you'll see behind what is it about and how to start and what's the platform that we are using, and it's everything will be laid out to you, and it's up to you if it's for you or not. It's free anyways. And yeah, I just want to ask Coach Brooke your because I forgot to put your website here.
Would you like
If
to
you
say
Oh,
can
your
that's
say,
okay.
website, Coach Brooke?
Ours is really simple. It's just brookeandchad.ca. So BROOKEANDCHAD.ca. Super simple.
okay,
Okay, thank
thank you
you
so
very
much.
much.
Thanks for including me in this. I
Yeah,
appreciate this, and looking forward to celebrating new milestones in your business with you both soon.
thank
Yep,
you.
thank you.
And okay, I won't keep you long because we are delayed already when we started. I know your kids are waiting.
It's spring break right
Okay.
now too. They have the last weekend of spring break, so they've
Oh
been off for
yes,
2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
that's
Thank you
right.
and bye.
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 Have a good
Have a good
night.
weekend. Night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.